Someone, an Egyptian man in in Egypt, yeah? And this man, he decided to go for Umrah one day. And he had this first dream, and he had a dream to take along his neighbor in this dream. And then he slept it off. You know, he wasn't sure why that dream, you know, it's such a funny dream. Why do I need to bring my neighbors with me to go and do Umrah? And then he dreamt again the second time. And it's like, this is getting more frequent. And he go and ask for someone to interpret the dreams, right? To ask what we're supposed to do. And the person said, advises, you know, if you got another dream again, make sure you take your neighbor with you to Umrah. So then, of course, the third time, he had the same dream. So then he go and see his neighbor. He went to see his neighbor and said, look, I'm going for Umrah. I want to take you with you. I want to take you with me. And you know what did this man say? He said, why me? He said, well, you know, just come with me. He said, I don't even know how to pray. I've never prayed in my entire life. And the brother said, no problem. You know, basically, I will teach you how to pray. And he said, look, I don't even know how to take wudu. This man don't even know how to take wudu. Doesn't know how to pray. And then this neighbor had a dream to take him to Umrah with him. He said, no problem, we'll teach you how to take wudu. So of course, he teaches this neighbor, and then they go for Umrah together. And this man, when he was in Umrah, he got excited. And you know what? And the first day that he arrived there, if I remember that correctly, right? He quickly wanted to go to Kaaba. Want to go and pray there in Masjid al-Haram. You know what he said? I've been wasting many years of my life, never pray. So I want to make up the most of it. So I'm going to go and pray there. So the first day, he went to go and pray. Second day, first thing early in the morning, he will leave and he will go and pray in Masjid al-Haram. And the third day, he went to go and pray, but he never come back. He never come back. And of course, you know, the neighbors, the people who go with him, they were worried. So they go and look for him. They go and look for him, look and look for him. They found him, died in sujood in front of the Kaaba. He died in his sujood in front of the Kaaba. So the neighbor called home and said, look, this is what happened. They say, look, just pray him there and bury him there. So this man who never prayed his entire life, who don't even know how to take wudu, what was his ending? Husnul Khatima, a very good ending. You know, he died in Masjid al-Haram while in sujood. And who prays for him? It won't be a small community. There's so many people, there are so many great scholars, people who memorize the Qur'an who are in Mecca over there, pray Salatul Janazah for him. So when this neighbor come back home, right? He come back home, he go and visit the wife, and he said, and he asked a question. He said, look, I've never asked this before. What this man is all about? You know, why, you know, this is such a beautiful ending. What does he do? Someone who never pray. And as we know, Muslims, brothers, sisters, if you don't pray, you don't consider as a Muslim. How can this man have such a beautiful ending? And how can I was to have that dream to take me over there? And the wife said, what he did was, there's an old lady in the same neighborhood, and this old lady need help. He always there to help her. And he always spent a portion of his money to this old lady. And because of that, that lady continuously make dua for him. So 2 points here. 2 points in the story, right? Number one, the power of dua. The power of dua. Because you don't know when Allah can turn your hearts. When, if we were to know the story about this guy, neighbors who don't pray, we say, no, he's going to be in the hellfire because, you know, he doesn't pray. That's what we would have said. But no, Allah turned the hearts towards the end. And number two, small and consistent charity for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. Because, you know, an old lady, why would you help an old lady? You, of course, you're not going to gain something. Majority of us will help someone if we're hoping that that person will help us. How often we're going to only have that, we're not going to help someone who's never going to give back something to us. And majority of the time, always because we're hoping to get something out of that. And that's why we help that person. Dua is very important. Dua is the most powerful weapon, and I mentioned this many, many times.